Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio, everybody. What is going on? It is Galeriot here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Chronicle video. And today we are going to be trying out the brand new wedding RYU and looking at her kit in more detail. And along with that, of course, we're going to be taking a look at Wedding AIS' kit as well as all the new scene cards that have released in order to help these units out. Now, of course, if you guys going to enjoy today's video, please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more content, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you had the opportunity to use RYU, if you summoned for her, or AIS as well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Or are you guys saving up for Tione, which, by the way, I should mention, Tione is not releasing next week. She's releasing in a few days' time. Funnily enough, I thought that she was going to be releasing on, the 3rd or 2nd of June, which is the Tuesday or Wednesday of June, right? The first Tuesday or Wednesday of June next week, right? I thought that's what was going to happen. That's what usually happens. This week, we get the first banner, and then a week later, exactly a week later, we get the brand new unit. However, this time round, they're dropping Tione a little bit earlier. They're dropping Tione on the 1st of June, which is this Sunday. So, of course, if you are saving up for Tione, don't worry. She's actually releasing a lot sooner than you think. So, that is actually a big positive, I think, for a lot of players who are, wanting to summon for Tione first and foremost over the wedding RYU and AIS. We'll get to see her in her glory before, everybody gets, swayed by the idea of summoning on this banner. And along with that, I'll also mention this as well, is that the tier list for the wedding units and everything will be dropping after Tione releases. Of course, with Tione's release being so close, it makes just way more sense for me to just wait for Tione to release and then do the tier list video, okay? So keep that in mind. The tier list video will be out, just not as soon as it usually is. It'll be a bit later because of Tione's release being this Sunday. Now, this banner is very surprising to me in the sense of I'm surprised that we don't have a paid banner. I don't know if they're extremely confident in the fact that this banner will sell extremely well. I think they should have just had a paid banner no matter what, to be honest. If you're sticking with something, you gotta stick with it, personally. I don't understand why they decided not to do it. In my opinion, I think it would have made way more sense for them to release the wedding banner with a paid version. Again, you get sales up and everything, right? A lot of people are saying that this game is predatory, right? I saw a comment actually recently in one of my videos saying that, but every time I come into this game, I always get turned off from summoning. This is the first time I would say that I've actually had a genuine interest in summoning since I would say probably either Artemis or Water Bell, right? Earth Bell as well, the half anniversary unit. Well, the only reason I summoned was because it's the half anniversary unit and they made him extremely strong. So I guess that's how they sold him to me. But outside of that, genuine units I want to summon for, the last time that they truly made me want to summon was, of course, the New Year's Bell, the Water Bell, and Artemis, because they generally had something different about them. Their kits were different, their abilities were different, they made the appearance interesting as well. So for me, that is the thing that matters the most. A gacha game, in my opinion, is predatory. It's anyways predatory, by the way. A gacha game is anyways predatory. But some people are saying that danchro takes it to the next level. And I'm like, but it doesn't, because nobody wants to summon. There's a reason why nobody wants to summon. When Otaral is still one of the best units in the game, Christmas Eyes is still great, Artemis is still great, Earthbell is still great, and these are units you would have summoned for anyways. And then since then, they've not released anybody that's actually worth noting. You've really not wanted to summon at all until the rerun banner that came out a couple of weeks ago. And of course, if you got caught out by that, understandable, because it was really good bait. It was one of the best banners. Now, of course, gacha rates and all, I think it's about average. It's about, the same for almost every gacha game, in the sense it's similar to those games. Some people get lucky, some people don't. I saw so many people getting shafted today, but some people got AIS and RYU in their first 3 multis, It happens. That's just how the cookie crumbles. But I'm still surprised that they didn't do a paid banner whatsoever. I don't understand why they didn't do a paid banner, because I think it just makes life a lot easier for people spending, right? You are giving people an incentive to spend on the game as well, right? Which is something they're struggling with. Clearly, this is something we can all agree with, right? But it is what it is. That's their decision. The main point that I wanted to make with that statement was, I don't know why the fuck they didn't do a paid banner, because I think a paid banner would have actually sold extremely well. They also mention here that eyes will be appearing on the Tione banner, but not as rate up, which again, I don't understand why they don't just make the assist rate up on both gachas. I think it makes a lot more sense for them to do so, but you know, it is what it is. That's how they want to do it. That's how they want to do it. You know, that's just how it's gonna be. We'll take a look at the kits in a little bit more detail in just a moment, but of course, as expected, these are time limited units. They will not be added to the lineup of gachas in the future. They will only be available in future rerun banners and you know, stuff like that, basically paid banners or whatever it may be. The scene cards will be introduced in the lineup of gachas in the future, so that's fantastic. So let's break down the units first and foremost. I think that's what we're here for. Let's take a look at Ryu first, and then we can obviously do the trial as well. So Ryu is that's fantastic. You love to see it. By the way, you love to see this. You love to see activate condition category 5010, baby. You love to see it. But the one thing I'm really interested in is seeing how good Ryu truly is. So, attack multiplier 78%, front-facing AoE attack hits 4 times, bridal roll plus 120% attack multiplier, 200 cooldown, really low cooldown. That's similar to Water Belt's cooldown, front-facing AoE attack and hits 2 times, 4.9% reduces technique cooldown to your unit. Cheating Judge Plus, attack multiplier 600%, cooldown 4500. Okay, I think this is the highest attack multiplier, but it's the highest cooldown I've seen on skill 2 as well. Makes sense now why technique 1 has a lower cooldown, but also has a technique cooldown as well, because you need to use skill 1 multiple times in order to get technique 2 to go off. Also, I would say that Wicked Grin here will be amazing for this second skill for sure. Hits 1 time, applies 15% decreased movement speed for 15 seconds, and applies 150% increases special move damage to your unit for 10 seconds. Now this is at Awakening 5. Let me lower it down to Awakening 0 actually and see what we're dealing with. 13%, 130% there, 4.2% technique cooldown. Special move, Flash of Condemnation. Attack multiplier of 260%, cooldown 1500. I think that's a lower cooldown as well for the special move. So your skill 1 and special move are going to have really low cooldowns, which is really nice. Single front-facing AoE attack. When the enemy has decreased movement speed, gains critical damage increase of 32.5% to your unit for 10 seconds and 65% damage increase to special move. Skill 1 adds action skill damage to your unit. Okay, that's really nice for 10 seconds, and of course increases the crit rate and crit damage and special move damage, of course, right? A2 just increases the stats there, A3 stats again, and then A5 is 400% again, and just a general boost basically. Honestly, I would probably say that you can easily just go with A1 on her. I think A1 is probably the only thing you really need for her. A2 and A3 you don't get much outside of stat boost, right, which is really useful, of course, right, and a duration increase in the decreased movement, which is I think really good. But yeah, outside of that, realistically, that's the main thing you want to look for. A1, A3, and maybe A5, of course, right, as always. Outside of that, not really too much of a, you know, worry of not being able to hit the certain mark when it comes to this Ryu. I would say that that's the good thing in a way. We'll try her out in just a moment, of course, right? Again, I'm not expecting much to get much information to be gleaned from the trial mode because of how quickly it goes by, right? But we'll try our best. And of course, I will be summoning later tonight as well on stream as well. So be sure to be there. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, I'll have a live stream set up for like around 8 p.m. my time, half 8 my time. So yeah, keep that in mind. Assist skill, Sword Princess's Bouquet. Okay, 1 second. What is it at 325% attack multiplier. Okay, buddy. 60 seconds cooldown. Front-facing round AoE attack hits 1 time and applies 10.4% increased damage received to enemy for 30 seconds. Wow, this Ryu is Wedding Eyes is insane. Passive skill, when in battle, 26% wind damage increase, critical rate increase, stamina. Wow, this Eyes is probably one of the best assists in the game. Like, this attack multiplier is ridiculous. It is actually crazy what they've done here. No, this is a really good assist skill and stuff. Wow. Eyes might be a must pull in all honesty, low key, for just future wind units in general, man. Okay, so this ensemble is all for you, is the scene card from the banner. We'll take a look at the event scene card in a moment as well. When attacking an enemy with decreased movement speed, applies 50% inflicted damage, special move damage increase, okay, and then a general 10% damage increase when the enemy is inflicted with decreased movement speed. Not too surprising there, pretty solid, but again, very specific units will be able to use it, like Wedding Ryu, potentially Tione, and most likely, of course, you know, the likes of Valentine's Ryu and stuff, right? Very few units are actually going to be able to take advantage of it. Units that have Valentine's Bell on it, which, by the way, I'm surprised that Ryu, they designed eyes in such a way. I thought she was going to have decreases movement speed, but I guess not. I guess not. That's not the plan, I suppose. They didn't want to do that. They did not want to do that. Let's go to the item exchange and see what this one does. Now, say your vows. When attacking an enemy affected with decreased movement speed, applies 30% critical rate. Yeah, thought as much. Thought as much. Bro, she's going to have some insane crit damage, bro. She's going to crit left, right, and center. With the right scene cards and stuff. Oh, boy. She is going to be critting. She's going to be critting a lot. So definitely looking forward to seeing how how they manage her for sure, right? Let's go into the trial quest and let's see what she does. 30 Selas as well for us to gain. So we may as well, of course, right? But yeah, no, I'm really liking the look of her. Her design looks very interesting. And I'm curious to see how her in-game playability looks like. Because that's going to be the thing that makes a big difference in my opinion. Her speed, her range and stuff like that. That's going to be the case, basically. Okay, in terms of moves, I feel like it's about the same as a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit faster, I would say, than normal eyes, I would say. But yeah, her cooldown is insane, by the way. Okay, yeah, her skill 2 cooldown is ridiculous. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Okay, that is a bit too much now. I'm not a big fan of her second cooldown, to be honest. That second cooldown is a little bit too long. I will say the range on the Q is really nice though. But it's crazy how much delay she has. Let's see how much damage this ice does. 19k, okay, buddy. Alright. Let me see how much damage she can do on her ult as well, now that once I use my ability properly, right? So let's try that. Let's try this again. And I want to see how much damage she does on her ultimate. That's the main thing I want to look at. But I will say this. Her cooldown is ridiculous on the second one. The first one's cooldown, fantastic. She's going to be a really good, strong character when it comes to like using or spamming her skill 1. And her skill 1 has some good range because it covers forward and backwards basically, which is kind of nice in all honesty. The only issue I have is with that second skills cooldown, man. That second skills cooldown is unnecessarily long. I think it would have been fine if it was like the same as a as an actual like what's it called, as a special move, 3000, 2000, right? I think that would have been fine. 4500 is ridiculous, man. I mean, the thing is, yeah, like I said, the skill 1 is only 2 hit and it's, you know, done. But this is ridiculous, man. That is crazy, man. It is nuts how long that cooldown is. I used my skills so many times and I didn't get a single one off. That's crazy. How much is that? 91k. Not bad. Remember, no scene cards equipped most likely here, and stuff like that. So that's something to bear in mind there, of course, right? 90k or nearly 100k on just one ult is not the worst at all. It's in fact pretty good, but again, you need to get the second skill off. You're gonna be using that second skill so sporadically, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. But anyways, quite an interesting unit, I would say. I would recommend, obviously, players wait till Tione comes out, as I always do. Wait till the next unit comes out and then make the decision on whether or not you want to summon on this banner. Of course, this banner is live till the 26th of June, so you have more than enough time to wait. But yeah, just keep that in mind, of course, when it comes to, you know, summoning on this banner. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about the Wedding Ryu and Eyes if you pulled for them? I think Eyes is a monster. Ryu is potentially a monster. Just I think her second skill should have had a much lower cooldown. I think that is going to be the big killer for her, in my personal opinion. I think that's going to be generally the biggest killer for her. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Bye bye.